A more detailed version would go like this. First, it turns into cloudy with chance of basketballs. Then, we have several opportunities for film brain references, or in other words, symbolism! And when he finally does what he's singing about 3 freaking minutes, the scream.
That was the desperate scream for the movie. And it's shit.
Then his teacher somehow appears and serves as a random plot point. But then again, the entire movie is made up of random plot points, so I shouldn't complain now. And now the movie feels like they have to turn Troy and Gabrielle even more emo than they already are. Because Gabrielle doesn't want to go to the prom. Why? Well, her explanation makes pretty much as much sense as the success of Twilight. So Troy comes to the conclusion that he can't stay emo anymore and drives to his girlfriend in his truck.
Figured you'd be the last one out of the building.
That reminds me, this was the point of the movie where I realized that it's impossible for me to watch this movie with any hint that I could find something positive in this movie.
You know that isn't charming? Troy's a fucking stalker!
I took a wrong turn.
Not a cool East European one, I mean the creepy ones.
Dad, I'm going to visit my girlfriend. Do you have a new one? No, I'm going to visit Gabrielle. You know that she lives in Stanford, right? I do know that. And you know that it's at least 1,000 miles away, right? Yes? And you know that you have to pay the fuel if you're going to drive that far, right? I'm aware of that. Did you smoke anything? No? I'm clean. Ah well, do what you please.
And apparently they are so happy that they have to sing about it.
This movie really has to learn that storytelling doesn't equal sing the entire time.
And so, instead of showing us Troy and Gabrielle driving all the way back, we get to see the climax in form of the musical. Why?
I actually know 2 explanations for this. Number 1 would be that there could have been character development and Disney just couldn't do that because they had to fill the time with music. The other one would be that they saw Manor's Dance of Fate.
And because Troy hasn't arrived yet, you know, because everyone has to take a 1,000-mile trip only hours before they have to do something important, Rocketman gets to do the main role. And that's why he has to go Christopher Lloyd.
That's showbiz, but you're going on tonight.
As Troy?
Yeah.
On stage?
Yeah.
Get it! I was frozen today!
And so the musical finally begins, as we see musical numbers we have already seen in this movie.
As if seeing them once wasn't already enough.
There isn't much left to say regarding this part of the movie. Well, there is Rocketman dressing up as Willy Wonka and the Headmaker at once. British butler girls reveal as being actually evil. Well, which might have been shocking if we would actually care. This line.
I am saying this because I'm a lot more intelligent than you. But I know that this is... Oh, just shut up.
This scene, which is basically saying, we know, this pairing is a lot more interesting, but Disney forbid us to do a homosexual pairing. And then, eventually, the final musical number.
Let me just put in music which fits better into this scene.
And so, we finally reach the ending of the movie, as we have a very blatant breaking of the fourth wall, following by some of the actors jumping up and then suddenly freezing, making it look like the movie posters.
And I am going to admit, this would have been a good ending to an otherwise really crappy movie. I mean, it has spirit and it's very recognizable. But they missed an opportunity and did something really shitty.
Instead, we get to see the actors in close-up. Why? That's a very good question, because I don't know the answer myself either.
So, and that's basically the movie. What I think of it? I really know how to do that. Now let's get a more constructive. The characters aren't interesting, there are too many musical numbers, and therefore we don't have something that barely resembles a main plot.
And do you know what's even worse? They are working on a fourth movie!
I now could rant for another 5 minutes how this movie is going to suck even harder than the one I just reviewed. But I don't think that I should waste my energy on this. I'm some dude in the video, and the review is now finally over.
Is this a pirate's wheel?
No.
Oh, very cute.
I haven't played with Robo-Rob since 3rd grade.
I'm Robo-Rob.
Don't break it, don't break it. That's Chad's.
Well, there's no need to disguise myself anymore. I'm Calvin. Now Robert Scatter! Do you want to sleep with the present of course or not? What did you say? I'm not in love with a girl! You bastard!
Go through the face for the next week. And stop breaking your face.
Just walk slowly away.
Ah!